I just smashed my phone out of frustration, you guys. So now I'm making this video on my tablet right now. But I gotta say, this world needs to go back. If we're gonna have any sort of connection to each other, I think the healthiest way we can do it is we get rid of the cell phone completely, and we get rid of the cell phone, but we keep the BlackBerry. Okay, the BlackBerry, the phones that were back in the 2000s where you pressed a few buttons and stuff like that, those phones gave you just enough connection to each other to be able to communicate without taking away the social aspect of society. You get what I'm saying? Because nowadays it's like with the cell phone, with social media, and with everything just being on the phone, nobody talks to each other anymore. Nobody says everybody's just staring at the dang phone all the time. Nobody has the willpower or the drive to come up to anybody anymore and communicate. You go anywhere in public, anywhere, everybody's doing what? Staring at their phone. You go in a waiting room. You go into a waiting room if you're waiting at a dentist's office, if you're waiting for anything. You go to a doctor, dentist, anywhere where there's a waiting room. Everybody's just quiet, staring at their dang phone. Nobody can get enough of their freaking stupid phone. Nobody. Back in the days where there were the BlackBerry, people would go in a waiting room. They'd get bored. You know what they would do when they get bored? They'd start talking to each other because they would talk to each other, and you make connections, right? And before you know it, by the end of that conversation, you just might have met someone that could be a good friend of yours. It's right there at that conversation in the waiting room. You're like, hey, you know what? This guy's actually a pretty cool guy. I know I'm here for a dentist appointment. But I just met this guy at the waiting room, and he seemed like a pretty cool guy. And on my BlackBerry, I happened to pick up his cell phone. We might hang out one day. We might just hang out one day. You know what I mean? That's how you build connections. And the BlackBerry, the flip phones, the phones that's the 2000s phone, that's where it should have just stopped. Right there. That is enough advancing. That's it. Right there. The BlackBerry. That's it. You want to watch YouTube? You want to do this? You want to do that? Go ahead and make the tablet. Have a tablet for that. Have a TV for that. I don't know. Have a laptop for that. But the cell phone, it's just too much. It's just too much. People are becoming disconnected. People are not socializing like they should. Everybody is just disconnected. They're connected more to social media than they are in real life. And it's driving me insane. It's driving me crazy because I do much better with the regular social life than with society being raped by a stupid freaking cell phone. There comes a point when there's too much of anything, right? You go out, you go to an ice cream shop, right? You buy one ice cream. You don't buy two, you don't buy three, you don't buy five, you don't buy 10 and eat all 10 in one sitting, right? Well, too much of anything is no good. And that includes with the cell phones, that includes with your TV, that includes with technology, right? Too much of anything is no good. And the sweet spot for technology, the sweet spot for cell phones, for any kind of speaking to people from distances, the sweet spot was the BlackBerry, was the texting, and the simple texting and calling with your cell phone. That was the sweet spot. That was the sweet spot, because that was just enough technology for you to call people, text people, and at the same time get out there and meet people. But nobody's getting out there and meeting people no more. It's just text, call, and social media. Text, call, social media. Nobody's meeting nobody. And TikTok and all this other crap. That's making people just, look at it from, look at your sister or one of your siblings or your family members or your friends the next time you hang around them, and just count how many seconds they just spend staring at the phone and nothing else. And look around you, look at what else is around you, and look at how much time you spend just staring at that dang phone. And it drives me crazy because everybody else is stuck doing that. It's like I'm practically stuck doing that, and I hate that. It's like you're stuck doing that because everybody else is stuck doing that. And if you start to go back to the 2000s. Oh, what are you stuck in the 2000s? No, I'm in a time period that made the most sense. Cell phones should have stopped right there. You want to advance them? Advance them with, you could advance them in ways that doesn't take away from social life, regular, normal, everyday social life. You can advance them in ways where it doesn't take away from that. You can make a cell phone that's like a BlackBerry that gives you the ability to make regular phone calls, regular texting, but at the same time, there's a network where you have a marketplace and you can see what people are selling. You could see what people want to, people are selling their old stuff. You can go to a marketplace where that should be enough right there. That should be as far as you go social media wise. There should be a worldwide marketplace, and that's it. And then YouTube, but that's it. These other social media apps should not even exist. They should not, because it's bringing people to a place where all they do is stare at the phone. That's all they do. Phone. Nobody. And then, on top of that, with all these prices skyrocketing with everything, it makes regular social life more and more expensive. So people are even more stuck on their phone, because it's practically the only thing you can do now without spending too much money, without going broke so fast. You can't live life no more. And it's bull crap. It's freaking BS for real. It really is. Social media has taken away from regular social life. You come up to somebody nowadays, they think you're freaking crazy or something. Like, what are you, paranoid? Like, what the F is your problem? You got anxiety or something? Can't be around nobody no more. You can't. And it's BS. And I'd love to see where this world is going. I'm telling you. I'd love to see it. I swear. Because it's BS. Society is just What is it going to take for people to realize they're getting screwed in the ass? In fact, I feel like nowadays people people know it. And if you don't know it by now, you are the biggest idiot out there. I swear, you are the biggest moron on the planet if you think we're not getting screwed by now. Because I've met people who are dumber than a sack of rocks who know they're getting screwed by the world right now. And you gotta be, you must have some serious mental problems if you don't realize that you're getting screwed right now. There's something wrong with your ass. Technology is taking away from real life. Technology is the very opposite of nature. You guys know that, right? You guys do realize that, right? Oh, I gotta go out and get the next Ultra Plus 5G bullcrap. Fuck out of here. 4G is where it should have just stopped. You stop at 4G. You stop at the BlackBerry. The BlackBerry, I think, was a 3G thing. But you know what? You can make a BlackBerry that's 4G, right? That has the phone ability, has the texting, has an app where you can see what people are selling in your area so that you can do personal deals with people, right? You can do that on your own time without always having to go to some corporation. And, what do you call it? And another app for, videos, like YouTube. And that's it. And YouTube should have not advanced any further than just regular videos. I'm highly confident that they can make a BlackBerry that does that. Extremely confident that they can do that. If they can make the stupid phones they make now, then they can make that. No doubt about it. They can make something like that. The BlackBerry back in the day, yeah, it didn't have no YouTube, none of that extra stuff. But that stuff can come in handy if you wanted some information about something, or you were looking into, like you guys watching me right now. You see what I'm saying? Maybe that's practically the only good thing about these dumb phones nowadays, is that at least with social media you can get in contact with the whole world. But the downside of it is how it's affecting your regular social life. Because to tell you guys the truth, sometimes I think about it myself. I would love to go back to just having a BlackBerry. But it's like, if I do that, how am I going to apply for a job? Because then you need Indeed or an online mobile app. Everything is a mobile app now. I'm just lucky enough I'm making this video on my tablet. Because I'm gonna need a new phone now. Because I smashed it. Because it was getting me freaking frustrated. This is not how life should be. I'm telling you. It's like everybody's freaking pissed off and frustrated. How much longer does this crap have to go on for you people to freaking wake the f up?